Good day, friends, and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a video on Azure DevOps, and this is a quick introductory video to go through all the different components and give a very brief overview of some of the things that Azure DevOps can do. So let's head over that way and take a look. As you can see, I'm already in a project. Now, this is my home improvements project. I've got another video where I go through the details of the Azure Boards on this, but this video is around an overview of what the components are in Azure DevOps. The first place you land when you go to an Azure DevOps project is the summary page, which is usually backed by a wiki. Wikis, like any kind of wiki, is an opportunity to capture information about your project and to add context and other kind of discussion pieces which give more broader sense of what's going on, and then link the details together. So that might be code in the repo to work items to an idea, a concept, and other kind of discussion pieces that they wouldn't fit inside work items together. Now there's some dashboards as well. Dashboards are where we can get a look at how the project's going on. And I'm just going to very quickly touch on this. So I've got this dashboard at the moment, which is my home improvements team. And I've got a few dashboard items on here, like my community flow diagram, my team velocity. I've got a couple of markdown widgets and a few other bits. But this overview up here isn't really a core component of Azure DevOps. The core components that we normally talk about with Azure DevOps are Azure Boards, Azure Repos, Azure Pipelines, Azure Test Plans, and Azure Artifacts. So let's go through those components in a little bit more detail. Azure Boards is the work management tool, and it's a way of capturing all of the work that's going on inside your project, putting them together and then helping you plan that through. So we have things like Kanban boards and backlog boards. We can do sprint planning. We can do project planning. We can even get delivery plans that sit above that to kind of pull together all the different projects that are going on. We have Azure Repos, where we can keep our source code for our actual our project in the same place. We can have multiple repositories as well. So at the moment, I haven't got any code in this particular one because this is a home improvements project. Don't really have much code to do with decorating the house. But this is where I could keep that code. I can then link that code back to my work items in my Azure Boards. We have pipelines, and Azure Pipelines are the place where you would keep your CI and CD. That's your continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous deployment pipelines. Your automation piece that takes your code and does something with it to build and then push out to production your application. Now, one place you can put that code, obviously, is Azure Artifact. So Azure Artifact is our binary kind of repository, where once you've done your CI, you can take that binary package that you've just created and put it into Azure Artifacts and store it, and then distribute it to other projects and consume it in other places as well. Azure Artifacts supports most of the main kind of package managers such as npm, PyPy, and things like that. And then we have, last of all, we have Azure Test Plans. Now, Azure Test Plans is a really interesting one because Azure Test Plans is where you can take your manual testing and your exploratory testing, capture that and how you did it, and put it together into a test plan so that it can be replayed back in a consistent manner and linked back to the Azure DevOps Boards work items. So, all in all, that is the 5 main components of Azure DevOps, plus the dashboards and the wikis that we saw earlier on. So thank you very much for your time today, and I hope we have another chance to catch up again soon. Bye.